I bid you dark greetings. I mean, blood greetings. Just look at the frickin' moon. Thomas here, playing the part of Silas Dark Souls. When last we left each other, I was investigating these two keys I had. One of them opened this door, which is good, because now I can progress in this direction. That was the orphanage key. Key to the orphanage, birthplace of the choir. It actually let me come out of the building. I was trapped in there, I got out here, it's all good. The other key, which I'm still not totally sure about, is the iron door key. It talks about linking the two cathedral cradles and a mid-level bridge, right? The thing is, there's bridges here, and there are also bridges and cathedrals, like two cathedrals specifically in the Hunter's Nightmare. And while the key does mention Nightmare, the Nightmare of Mensis also had cathedrals and bridges between them, I think. So I'm not sure where I got that key. I was actually thinking for a while that that it might be the key that opened the door to the room of Ludwig. But now that I think about it more, and having reviewed that video, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. In fact, I couldn't find myself picking up that key anywhere in the Hunter's Nightmare, which would mean it's a Nightmare of Mensis thing. So maybe I should actually head back to the Nightmare of Mensis sometime soon and look for a mid-level bridge. What's that? Bolt is effective, is it? I haven't got any bolt paper left, so that's unfortunate. This is a pretty ominous looking place. I've got to say, the entire cathedral ward is really good for ominousness. Like, it's just ominous all the way. Out of the wazoo. Up to the wazoo? Oh shit. Okay. This appears to be a boss fight. Apparently. I mean, it's a whole bunch of guys, I guess? Celestial emissaries. Can I... Yeah, I can one-shot them with a thrust. Does that apply even in this form? I think that one there must be like the real... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the actual boss. But I think you damaged the actual boss by hurting these guys. Oh, maybe not. I see, it's just like an unlimited number of them or something. Fortunately, thrust attacks seem to work just as well on him. Was that, So that was a boss fight, was it? I think, I may have put off coming to the Upper Cathedral Ward a little too long, or maybe it's just the easiest boss fight in the game, I don't know. It didn't seem difficult, basically. Well, so these things, these little guys, these are like celestial things. The big one was a celestial emissary. Does that mean it's like an emissary from the Great Ones to the Healing Church? The choir had this make contact gesture thing. Did they successfully make contact with the Great Ones? That would be quite something. This isn't a thing you can open. It's a greeting. Leading down into somewhere alarming. That could actually be the Grand Cathedral down there. The choir overlooks it. What is this garden of emissaries? I don't know, flower bud things. I'm pretty sure that these were somehow producing the emissaries, which is disconcerting since the other thing they seem to, the other kind of form of life they seem to have been quasi-manufacturing up here was those Great One baby things, like mutated infants or alien infants, changelings. Oh, actually, just thought of something. Okay, I'm actually going to backtrack for a minute here. Bear with me. I really need to make a video puts together my understanding of what is going on in the plot of this game, which is partial. I have a partial understanding. There are definitely things I don't know yet, but I think I've got a bunch of it put together. Biggest question I've got is who was the woman who heralded the rise of the Blood Moon? Okay, so down here... Okay, so these children thing, right? I know due to Ariana, these are like the children of Eden, or children of the Great Ones in general. The result of human women being, I guess, impregnated with like things from beyond the stars or the moon, which is unpleasant. But okay, you see these coffins? This is the only place in Yharnam. They're all over here. This is the only place in Yharnam where there are child-sized coffins. So, the church has been taking the bodies of the dead everywhere. They've been, you know, people living and dead have fallen to the dire research. Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, they collect them all over. There were like so many bodies stacked like cordwood. I don't know what cordwood is, but that's an idiom, right? You stack things like cordwood, apparently. They were stacked like cordwood in, what's the place? Hemwick. And Yahagul, the people had been freaking frozen to concrete in the streets in crowds as whatever menses ritual happened. But only here, where there is the orphanage, do we find the dead children, and then we also find these kind of childlike kin, and also the like literal children. Unfortunately, all of these things are probably related. Genre, horror. Okay, let's move on. Just kind of pretend that all of that discussion and moving around was a stand-in for the boss fight, because Celestial Emissary really did not feel like a boss fight. Got a trophy for it. Where will I move on to is the question. Is there a way forward? Out? In? Can I in fact go anywhere? Surely some sort of path is open to me now, which during the fight was closed. Not down here, if so. Can I jump that? Nope. So you're gonna wonder if the Great Ones, or some among the Great Ones, were in contact with the choir. What do they think of this ritual, this newborn cry thing, the destruction of the city, the blood moon? I don't know. Who knows what they think of anything? That's the point. They're like inhumanly incomprehensible. I came in over here, right? So no, it was over here. So one would think that maybe the exit is around here for symmetry reasons. Did I just miss it when I was here before? This has probably been the most amount of time I've spent just wandering around lost in any video to date. In Bloodborne, at least. There was plenty of that in Dark Souls. Nothing but madness here. That's not helpful. I was hoping for something rather than nothing. But what? I'm just going to kind of rely here on the fact that the Celestial Emissary cannot have been the end goal of the Cathedral Ward. I can get messages here. That's kind of implying that this area is uninteresting, right, up here. So maybe I shouldn't be up, I should be down. It can't all have been leading up to the Celestial Emissary, because while the lore presence of the Emissary is like cool or whatever, the actual fight was so underwhelming that it must have been a prelude to something. It can't have been. Maybe this whole thing was an optional area, the ultimate end goal of which was to fight the Celestial Emissary. Wow. That's quite something. And I'm sure you can't like open this or something. Oh. Okay, okay. What's that down there? Ah, another one of these. Okay. Wow. I came very close to missing that. My next move was going to be, if breaking the window didn't work, I would have been out of here. I would have returned to probably the Nightmare of Menses in order to examine... That's not the Grand Cathedral. What is that throne? How could anyone actually get up into it? Yeah, the question is, who or what sits there? One of the things that's always been a call beyond, a bit of a mystery about the Healing Church is, doesn't a church generally worship something? Do they worship Eden or the Great Ones as a whole? Ah, an elevator. What is a call beyond? It's something I can't use. It requires 40 arcane. It's one of the secret rites of the choir. They used phantasms to reach a lofty plane of darkness, failed to make contact with the outer reaches of the cosmos, but they can use the ritual to explode stars. Okay, so it's church magic. Phantasm based like their other stuff, like the empty phantasm shell and the augur of Ebrietas. Are these things related? Partially summon abandoned Ebrietas. The initial encounter with Ebrietas, who I'm guessing is a great one, led to the establishment of the choir. You know I can hop off this elevator? Or are you looking out for that these days? Oh, there's some stuff going on here, alright. I have the option to summon someone here. Damien of Mensis. I think I'll pass unless what lies beyond is quite difficult, because Mensis, you know? Not the sort of people I want to cooperate with, ideally. Also, I think I killed Damien of Mensis in the Nightmare. I'm pretty sure that was him on the bridge. Altar of Despair. What is this? Why is there an Altar of Despair? What are these the ruined remnants of? What are these things? Toppled pillars? Is this an ancient... This has got to be a Pthumerian ruin. It's so high up though. Yeah, look at the architecture. It's like the Chalice dungeons. Alright, so it's a broken Pthumerian ruin, and that's like, I don't know, a freaking dragon? What is it? Is it another... Is it like Amygdala, a great one present in the world? Is it someone I can talk to? I can highlight that and attack it, but instead, I'm going to use the make contact gesture. This probably won't do anything. And it's not doing anything. Although, before, it took a while for my arms to kind of rotate, so I'll wait until that happens. So what is the Altar of Despair, and what is this thing, apart from being obviously kin or Great One itself? It's one of the two. I'm not totally clear on what the difference is, but it seemed at first like the kin of the Great Ones are like their mortal equivalents, things that are creatures that are like them, born of them, but they can exist in the waking world, sort of the dream worlds where the Great Ones are, the cosmos. And nothing happens. Oh, fair enough. But then Amygdala, or projections of Amygdala, or Amygdalas, or whatever, are here and always were here. So I don't know. But I'm quite surprised this thing hasn't attacked me yet. Maybe it's not going to. It probably will attack me, let's be honest. Let's do this. This is really, really something. It's like Rom. Rom did not attack me until I attacked. Time for oaths. Mild blood. What? Whoa, well, speaking of Rom, what is that if not another vacuous spider? Dead one. Huh. Insect pitiful, really. Good note. Okay, I'm totally not clear on what to do here apart from inspecting this monstrosity. I could attack it. In general, it seemed like it's up to me whether to fight the Great Ones. Amygdala is totally optional. Rom was totally passive. This one's passive also. Is that its head? Does it have only one head? Is it like worshipping this spider, or like mourning it, or just sleeping? The thing is, destroying Rom was necessary to progress in the game. That may well be the case here, but in the story though, I'm pretty sure that destroying Rom is like blocked some sort of magic that Rom and Master Willem were doing, which was preventing the Mensis ritual or something, so it wasn't necessarily a good thing to do. Although, maybe it was because Yharnam was already done for. Maybe all it did was bring about the end, which was already inevitable. Though I'm pretty sure that at that point, I feel like Silas, specifically Silas, brought about the final end of Yharnam. But there was going to be an end, and it was going to be soon. Alright, if I'm going to start a fight, I'm going to do it properly. Yep. It's us. There you go. I did wonder. Okay, this is an actual boss fight. There's no celestial emissary. Well, I don't know. I seem to have a lot of short range attacks, but presumably there are some. Okay, when I say it's an actual boss fight, oh shit, that's frenzy. Okay. I was doing fine up until the point when I suddenly took 80% of my health and damage while being on less than 80%. Right, I should have noticed that bar building up and kept myself on a higher healing amount. And presumably I can't start the fighting quite so easy a way next time. But here's what I can do this time. I can summon Damien of Mensis. The choir and the school of Mensis are enemies, right? Where was the other place I summoned Damien? To fight Rom. Of course. Now, isn't that something? The last hunter of the Mensis school cooperating with the workshop Dream Hunter, I don't know, Gehrman's protege or whatever, to take down the Bergenworth Great One and the Choir Great One. These are like 3 poles of influence, but so in the Nightmare of Mensis, so ultimately Mensis are the faction of the 3 who were like, all these factions were meddling with the cosmos, right? and with total disregard for the people of Yharnam, they were all making contact, as it were. And Mensis won out. Their ritual ultimately brought the Scourge to Yharnam, with my help, I guess. And that's why the Nightmare of Mensis is like the final boss zone. That's interesting. And doesn't look like this is the guy I fought on the bridge. It's just some guy. Thing is, due to the way the Nightmare works and stuff, it's entirely questionable whether Damien there is alive, per se. He may well be long dead. Doesn't really seem to matter, though. So Embryotas seems quite weak against people who stand right near her. I say her because she's an order of the cosmos, but not 100% clear whether that's accurate. Oh, I bet those legs though will close on me or something. I bet they're not meant to be behind. Well, maybe. Well. Try also is this thrust attack. Okay, so unlike the king, which for some reason are all specifically weak to thrust, this actual Greymon, abandoned Greymon, certainly there are no things, it's not particularly weak to thrust per se. It operates as normal. Those attacks are quite easy to dodge. I'm being sloppy about it because I seem to be able to be sloppy. I think that combined with the Celestial Emissary, which is just very easy, I definitely put off this area until maybe later it would have been normal. This also seems like not a hard boss. Oh. Okay. That was a hard boss kind of thing to do. Series of zaps which just kill you. Yeah, that's what I would characterize as hard, or difficult, or tricky. Any number of synonyms, really. They call me Thesaurus Dark Souls. Okay, what to do about that? Well, presumably that attack is a ranged attack, which was extremely deadly on me because I was standing right up close. I was also not quite on full hit points, so it's possible that had I been on literal full, it might not have killed me. But I suspect it still would have, so if all the projectiles hit me. So it seems like the thing to do, though, is be in a position where you can actually dodge some of the attack. Now, in fact, this guy kind of presages it with his kind of similar-ish attack there. I wonder whether I should summon Damien or not. It seems unnecessary, and cooperating with Mensis is what got me into this mess. The fight might be easier if I don't summon him. And even if it's not easier, even if it's like harder rather than easier, more difficult, more tricky, you know, all those adjectives once again, that would be cool. Like, it's cool to do difficult things. It makes you a good person. That is the message of this game. No, it doesn't make you a good person. It makes you someone who received a trophy on like the PlayStation. It's not that big a deal. But if I can kill the boss without summoning, I would certainly quite like to do so. Oh, okay, so there's one actual powerful attack. You're like right under the head when she brings it down. Again, I use gender by convention here. I've got 18 blood vials. Just breaking up. I'm sure that was like something akin to a visceral attack there. So what? So when everything is like bleeding a lot like that, is this like a sign that something bad will happen to me? I don't know. I have no idea what the tells might be for the zappy attack. I kind of don't want it to happen. Okay, well here's what I do know. I've taken enough damage I need to heal because if I do get hit by it again in that state I absolutely would die. Whoa! Okay, so once you've got a lot of damage every cast, moves around more and has more powerful than just attacks. That's gotta be the zap. Wow. Okay. There were at least 3 sets of blasts there. If you were moving, I think if I was running, it wouldn't have got me. Well, maybe I would have had to dodge each set, or maybe running alone would have done it. I'm not 100% sure there. But in general, moving, not being a state where you're like attacking and nearby, seems like the thing to do in that situation. So, let's try this again with a crucial difference. I'm aware of the irony of killing a boss easily, repeatedly, and then dying several times. It's not like irony, it's Alanis Morissette irony, which is itself ironic. Ironic that even your irony would not be ironic. But is that? No. Yeah, I don't know whether summoning old hunters increases the hit points of bosses, but if it does, I just don't even think it would make the fight easier. It might be a little bit, like having the boss literally not attack you is always very useful. But this one can barely ever attack me anyway. Wow, that's not good. Like I tried a dumb thing there, I tried locking on. It's not a lock on kind of fight. It meant that I wasn't able to roll as much. And then I got hit from the side. So, I turned being hit repeatedly there. It's not super consequential, that's all. I don't know. I think I'm out leveling the fight, right? And so it kind of feels easy even though I'm not actually winning per se. So I'm kind of underestimating the difficulty and then not playing particularly great. I'm kind of going for way too many hits, maybe. I successfully dodged those ones first. I think the side is actually a good place to be. Yeah, you're getting extra damage and stuff. I would love to have some of that glass crisp item, what's it called? Oh shit, okay, this is the thing, I'm running. So I'm pretty okay, things happening, right? There we go, I'm actively running around the place when it happens, it can't, or it doesn't hit me, I guess it's cool. Good, but it seems, particularly relevant that it doesn't interrupt them. It does. Like any boss with the name, every attack becomes more aggressive and damaging when badly injured. The blood attack retrenches me. Oh. Okay, I feel like I'm not doing damage faster solo, even though the Ebrietas may have less health when it's just me. My reduced ability to hit her because I must dodge more means that I don't do damage faster. So, in my estimation, summoning Damien will be a net positive after all. Ooh, yeah, this is particularly relevant as I'm suddenly low on blood vials. It looks like I have 11 left. That's a shame. Yep. Particularly as I'm suddenly going to use one. I guess I don't have to yet. So yeah, I'll summon him, and then my tactic is going to be do what I did the last time, except dodge the zap, basically, the spell. I wonder if that's a call from beyond, or like Augur of Ebrietas. I wonder if one of those spell items is that attack. That would make sense. I also wonder if this is the right weapon to be using. I think it probably is though. My other weapon's serrated and those seem to be bad against the kin. Question is whether I should be doing like great fraud form stuff. That's what I should have been doing when I was solo. I should have been doing a smaller amount of more damaging attacks maybe. With the Phantasm Shell, if I can get in combos I should, since it's flat damage. I have not investigated the topic of carrying Ebrietas. I doubt that's possible. There are like weaknesses, like if you hit the legs there's a lot of damage and sometimes staggers, and if you hit the head the same thing, and then that puts you in a mode where you can hit the head more, which is even more damage. Which is good, right? So I want to know that for sure. Dumb mistakes, I made them. Whoa. Did Damien do that, or did every attack? Yeah, I am now pretty certain, in my estimation, every attack does have more hit points when an old hunter is summoned. Probably when a player is summoned too. I think that's how the game works. Oh, okay. Yep, gotta run. Oh. It actually zapped Damien, not me. Okay, well that leaves me in an interesting position. Which is unfortunately, continuing to fight the boss with extra hit points, but without my extra friend. Well, I say friend. Temporary ally who's actually very evil. Like, even more evil than Silas is, I guess. Wow. Okay, I guess running in a straight line away from it doesn't do it. Pipes. 6 blood vials. If I've only got 6 blood vials, that means I have to summon Damien for the next attempt. Dang it! Because otherwise, my inclination would have been to go back to going solo. Okay, I'm using the wrong weapon. A lot of shrieks down there. How do you get down there? I hope that from Ebrietas you can reach that area. Or have I already seen it? I'm not sure. Not certain at all. Throne is interesting. They kind of remind me of those guys from that one viral video. Sesame Street. Throne guys or whatever. Nope, puppets. It is of them that I am reminded. Alright, I've got to at least experiment. So I'm going to try out the saw cleaver. I'm going to kill these things. The saw cleaver is good for comboing, and if I've got an ally, that means I can combo. And comboing goes well with the Phantasm Shell. Instead of the Phantasm Shell, another option would be I could use the old Hunter Bone. What have I even got selected? Molotovs and antidotes. Pretty good. Sedatives, I might need these. The old Hunter Bone would give me, like, if I used the old Hunter Bone and soloed and practiced a bit, I would be able to dodge basically all of the Creatast's attacks. So that would be like a way to win. But not the only one. And it would require me to get more blood vials first. Yeah, that was a good combo. Definitely feel like there's merit to this. I get it. I didn't do the thing which killed me. That's like the most minimal bar for like arguably deserving to win a fight is you learn the most dangerous attack and like do the most basic thing to stop it. And you're like, ha! Now I'm better than you in this one crucial way. I'm actually holding every touch of attention a little bit. Oh shit. Attacking him though, but I have a Saw Spear, and that is a hell of a final combo. Yeah, that was a better weapon. Great Ice Chalice. Now I know about Loran chalices. I've been to Ailing Loran. I got Loran chalices from Amygdala. This is another optional Great One who drops the chalice. Tell me about Great Ice. The Great Ice Chalice became the cornerstone of the choir. It was the first great chalice brought back to the surface since the time of Bergenworth, and allowed the choir to have audience with Ebrietas. So if Ebrietas was an abandoned Great One, and Ice was another land like Loran or Yharnam which fell to the Scourge of the Beast, into the Old Blood, was that where Ebrietas was? It's not clear in what sense these places physically overlap. Big Dark Souls like in that respect. So this is offer flesh to altar. I think not. Huh. Well, cool. I've destroyed a Great One, which was probably okay. I mean, Yharnam's done for. We've been over this. But if we wipe out the monsters that infested and clear the Scourge of the Beast, maybe at least whatever civilization comes next, maybe humanity has a chance. Even though Yharnam pretty definitively does not. Okay, why am I heading over here? Because I want to find a way into that other room. I wonder, if I raise this elevator, is that device is not currently operable? Will that let me in? It looks like no. That would let me die. So how do you get into that other church? there somewhere to get off the elevator after all? Spectre standing on nothingness. Can't get up on this side. I just want to be down here. This throne. Is that where Ebrietas would sit? Those doors. The passage thing. That place down there looks like a boss fight room as well, but maybe it's actually an inaccessible chamber. Thrust damage, for some reason. Oh, hang on, that statue. Could it be that this is the Grand Cathedral after all? The tip would be, there's a lamp down there. Yep, and a skull on the altar? I think that's a skull. Okay, right, this is in fact the upper floor of the Grand Cathedral. I've been down there, etc., etc. Alright, so Ebrietas is defeated by me, and with some help from some friends. The key, though, was just, like, learning to not die on that attack, basically. Once I learned that, there were several routes I could have taken to actually win the fight. The lazy one, and the blood vial conserving one, was to summon help and then go into a combo with a fast weapon. It works. There doesn't seem to be much left here, apart from an altar to which I could offer flesh. I won't be doing that. So I guess I'm out. Did Ebrietas drop anything? I know I got a communion rune a little earlier. Tell me about this communion. It's just a communion rune. I've got like so many of these. 4 different tiers of things. That's cool. Yeah, so I guess that's it. The great secret of the choir. Their own tame, or at least local, great one. The fact that they also had a celestial emissary makes me think Ebrietas was in some way failed or trapped. This thing on the altar is interesting. In fact, there's like a second ROM, but much smaller. I wonder what's with that. Seen that little hole before, nothing up here though. Okay, I'm out. I will probably next be returning to the Nightmare of Mensis, where I will be looking for some way to use this iron key. Thank you for watching.